All right, folks, Fat Matt Outdoors back at you again. Wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you about Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship. Kayak Bass Fishing is an organization that puts on kayak bass fishing competitions all over the United States. And it follows a digital format using Tourney X. And if you're not familiar with Tourney X, it's an online site that lets you digitally upload your fish. It includes some metadata in the actual photograph with GPS location and so forth and so on to ensure that the rules are being followed and that people are fishing in the areas that they're supposed to. But you upload your fish based on whatever the tournament format is, and Kayak Bass Fishing does several different regional, local tournament trails that they kind of support, sponsor. I don't know if that's the right word that they would use. But they have regionals, and then they have open tournaments, and then they have an actual live tournament trail that travels all over the United States. But the cool thing about this is that it gives you an opportunity to compete against other anglers in a event that has specific rules to prevent, I would say, competition that's not realistic and could contribute to cheating or dishonesty. But it lets you compete against other folks and win prizes and an opportunity to fish in the national championship. And the national championship, I wouldn't say is hard to get into because I got into it, but I would say that it's a big deal. And the national championship this year, or for 2017, is being held on Kentucky Lake. I believe they held it on Kentucky Lake last year, and this is only the second or possibly third national championship that's been held by the Kayak Bass Fishing organization. But as I said, I competed in the regional Big Sun competition for kayak bass fishing, and I placed 9th. And based on the way the competition goes, if there's individuals above you that have already qualified, then folks have the opportunity to qualify further down the line. So either way, top 10 finish, I'll take it. I got an invitation to the national championship, which will be held at the end of March in 2017. We are planning on going and competing there. But this is kind of a kickoff just to give you some information and some insight into what we're going to be doing for the next few months. So I'm going to take you along with me on my practice fishing trips. I'm going to show you what I'm learning along the way. I have fished competitively in the past, but this is the first time I will be in a kayak fishing competition of any magnitude, and I'm going to have to learn some different processes. While I was able to get in the September competition, or the September competition, I still got a ways to go. And this is a new lake. I've never fished Kentucky Lake. I have fished some lakes in the Alabama, Tennessee area in the past. So I'm familiar with some of what it takes, but I will have to spend a little bit of time breaking it down and studying some maps to get ready. So if you have a desire to come along and learn something about kayak bass fishing, if you have a desire to come along and learn about bass fishing in general, I'm going to share as much information as I can, from rigging changes that I'm making on the kayak to rod setup, what equipment I'll be using, fishing lures that I'm using, some of the structure and how I break down the lake using maps, and then you get the opportunity to see how I do. So between now and March, we're going to put a bunch of videos up, and we'll see how well it works. We'll see if any of what I do in the next few months puts any fish in the boat when we hit Kentucky Lake. We will be pre-fishing, so you'll get the opportunity to see some video of pre-fishing, our accommodations there. If you've never fished Kentucky Lake and you might want to fish it in the future, hopefully this could be a little bit of a primer to do that. But in the meantime, looking forward to going to Kentucky Lake. And again, if you're not familiar with the organization, it's Kayak Bass Fishing. You can find them at kayakbassfishing.com. You can also go to tourneyx.com and look for the kayak bass fishing tournaments that are on there. You do have to be a member, but the membership fee is extremely affordable. And they have some special deals where you can get lifetime memberships that saves you a bunch of money. You can also get a membership now that covers the rest of 2016 and all of 2017. And then there's some other programs to win some money and stuff like that along the way. I'll put the link down in the and hope to see you out on the water.
Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.